Chosen one. Stop what you're doing. If you need to put your phone down for a second, do it. But whatever you do not scroll past this moment, because what you are hearing right now is not background noise. This is not a motivational speech. This is not something you half listen to while doing something else. This is an interruption. This is me stepping directly into your timeline to tell you something that will reframe how you understand your entire life. And if you treat this like just another video, you may miss the one truth that determines the next decade of your future. Take a breath. Slow your heart down. I see you. I see the weight you carry that no one ever asks about. I see the questions you whisper to yourself when the room is quiet and no one is watching. I see the confusion in your eyes when you look at where you are and compare it to where you thought you would be by now. And today, I am interrupting your routine because I refuse to watch you waste another season searching for purpose in places that were never designed to hold it. You didn't stumble onto this message. I led you here. This was not random scrolling. This was a divine appointment. And the reason something tightened in your chest when you started listening, the reason your attention suddenly locked in, that wasn't coincidence. That was recognition. Your soul recognizing a voice it hasn't heard clearly in a long time. Now listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you will challenge almost everything the world taught you about success. It will redefine what winning actually means. It will confront the version of life you were chasing. And when I'm done, you'll have a choice. You can accept this truth and allow it to redirect your entire life. Or you can ignore it and keep climbing ladders that are leaning against the wrong walls. Your purpose was never about your job title. Never. I did not breathe life into you just so you could impress people at dinner tables or collect labels that expire. Titles are temporary. They change with companies, trends, and opinions. But your purpose, your real purpose, that has nothing to do with what pays your bills. Your job is a vehicle. Your career is a tool. Your profession is a platform. But none of those are the reason you exist. You exist because I wanted you. Creation was incomplete without you. I placed you on this earth at this exact time because there is something only you can carry, something only you can reveal, something only you can release into this world. And the reason you felt restless, the reason normal life never fully satisfied you, is because you were right. There is more, but not more money, not more status, not more applause, more alignment, more intimacy with me, more expression of who I am through who you are. That's what your soul has been craving. That's why success never fully fixed the emptiness. That's why achievement didn't quiet the hunger. Let me tell you something that may sting. The approval you've been chasing, the validation you've been working for, the applause you hoped would finally make you feel secure, none of it has anything to do with your purpose. Approval is about pleasing people. Purpose is about alignment with me. Approval changes with moods and trends. Purpose doesn't change. Purpose was decided before you were born. Before anyone knew your name, I called you. Before anyone saw you, I saw you. Before anyone planned you, I designed you. You were not an accident. You were not a backup plan. You were not a mistake I had to work around. I create with intention. I create with precision. And that's why the world's scorecard has never felt right to you. The world celebrates wealth. I celebrate obedience. The world celebrates fame. I celebrate faithfulness. The world celebrates independence. I celebrate dependence on me. That's why some environments stopped fitting you. That's why certain relationships started draining you. That's why opportunities that once excited you now feel empty. Not because something is wrong with you, because something is right with you. Your discernment is sharpening. Your appetite is changing. Your spirit is waking up. I am recalibrating your desires. And yes, this pruning has been uncomfortable. You felt guilty for outgrowing people. You questioned whether you were becoming too serious or too distant. But you are not becoming cold. You are becoming clear. I am removing what doesn't belong, so what does belong can grow. The battles you faced were not punishments. They were assignments. The betrayals taught you discernment. The disappointments built endurance. The losses showed you that people are not your source. I am. You didn't just survive those seasons. You graduated from them, and now you're standing at the edge of the next level. But you cannot bring the old version of yourself into the new season. That's why the preparation was intense. That's why the process felt slow. Your purpose is not a destination. It's a posture. It's walking with me daily, not ahead of me, not behind me, with me. Your purpose is to reflect me in ordinary moments. In your work, your home, your relationships, your struggles. Not perfectly, but authentically. And that kind of purpose will never trend, but it will transform lives. So today, I'm calling you back. Back to alignment. Back to stillness. Back to trust. Stop chasing. Stop forcing. Stop performing. What is meant for you will find you, because I am orchestrating your life. Stay close. Walk with me. And watch what I do with a life that finally stops running and starts listening. Chosen one. The reason you felt stuck was never what you thought. Chosen one. Before you continue, I need you to understand something clearly. The reason you felt stuck was never because you were failing. It was because I was slowing you down on purpose. You assumed delay meant denial. You assumed silence meant absence. You assumed nothing was happening because nothing was visible. But you were wrong. Some of the most important work I do happens where no one can see it, and that includes you. You kept asking, why does it feel like my life paused while everyone else moved forward? Let me answer you honestly, because if I had allowed you to move at the same speed as others, you would have arrived before you were ready to handle what you asked for. You were praying for elevation, but your foundation still needed reinforcement. You were asking for expansion, but your discernment still needed sharpening. You were asking for more, but more without maturity destroys people. So I paused time around you, not to frustrate you, not to punish you, but to protect you from becoming successful too early. Here is something very few people realize. Fast progress impresses people. Slow preparation impresses heaven. Anyone can rise quickly. Very few can last. I was not interested in giving you something temporary. I was preparing you for something that would stay. That is why I isolated you. That is why I stripped distractions. That is why certain doors refused to open, no matter how hard you pushed. Not everything that resists you is opposing you. Some things resist you because they would have ruined you. You didn't notice it at first, but while you were waiting, your reactions changed. Your tolerance for nonsense disappeared. Your hunger for surface-level life faded. You stopped enjoying things that once entertained you. You stopped fitting into conversations that used to feel normal. And you thought something was wrong. No. Something was activating. You were being upgraded internally. Let me talk about the loneliness, because that part hurt the most. You felt alone even in rooms full of people. You felt misunderstood even by those closest to you. You felt like no one could really see what you were becoming. That loneliness wasn't abandonment. That loneliness was separation. I was creating space between you and versions of people who could not follow where you are going. Everyone cannot come with you. Some people were assigned to your past, not your future, and I needed you to accept that without bitterness. You also noticed something else. The more patient you became, the more uncomfortable some people felt around you. Your calm unsettled them. Your restraint confused them. Your refusal to rush exposed their anxiety. You didn't argue. You didn't compete. You didn't explain. And that silence spoke louder than words, because patience reveals character. Let me explain something critical. The test was never about how long you could wait. The test was about who you became while waiting. Could you wait without becoming resentful? Could you wait without compromising your values? Could you wait without turning cold, arrogant, or bitter? Many people wait. Very few wait well. And you did. Even on days you wanted to quit. Even when you didn't understand. Even when you felt forgotten. You stayed aligned. And that changed everything. Now here is what happens next. When patience completes its work, movement returns quietly. Not with noise, not with announcements, but with alignment. You will notice doors opening naturally, conversations shifting, opportunities appearing without forcing, and you will feel calm instead of desperate. That calm is confirmation. But I need to warn you, when movement begins, some people will suddenly reappear, not because they are aligned, but because they sense momentum. Do not confuse familiarity with permission. Just because someone was present in your waiting season does not mean they are qualified for your next season. Discernment must stay active. Silence must stay intentional. Not everyone deserves access to what I protected. Let me say this plainly. Your patience earned trust in the unseen realm, and now responsibility follows. You will be trusted with more influence, more clarity, more impact. But with that comes restraint. Do not announce too early. Do not explain unnecessarily. Do not seek validation for what I already approved. What I am about to do through you does not need applause to be effective. You are not late. You are right on schedule. Everything you thought you lost was preserved. Everything you thought you missed was delayed on purpose. Everything you thought was over was simply waiting for you to be ready. And now, you are.